Hello. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me, or is it all messed up? I know I've tuned in a bit early, but I just want to make sure everything's working. Let me know if there's any problems. Uh, oh, thank you, Alex. um, yeah, sometimes I'm not very good at this tech stuff, so I appreciate that. And hi, Alex. Welcome. Um, I'm gonna put a fan on because it's like 300 degrees where I'm at, and I just want to make sure I don't literally roast to death. So, but if it's too loud, let me know. It might be too loud, but yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna wait around for a bit, see if anyone else wants to tune in. Hey, blurry face. Hello, hello. Welcome. Can't stay, but thank you for sharing your videos with us. Oh, you're welcome. Always interesting. Thank you. Just wanted to say that your video on Kurt Cobain was genius. Oh, I don't know about that, but thank you. That's very kind. Happy 100K. Oh, yeah. That's what this whole stream's about. I made 100,000 subscribers a few days ago. Oh my god. Saying that out loud feels weird. But it's amazing. Yeah. That's kind of what we're here for. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you, everyone. Um, so yeah, this chat, this live stream, as usual. Wow, I'm sweating already. This is so hot today. It is like for England, this is baking hot. Um, yeah, so it's going to be a simple live stream. It's just going to be like hanging out with you guys, having a chat, and I'm going to do a drawing later. I was thinking of self portrait because that's nice and easy. And I'm going to show you how I do it with soft pastels. Oh my god, there's so many of you now. Hello, hi everyone. Congratulations, brother. Oh, thank you. Stay on the grind, man. You really have a whole lane that's really interesting to watch. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, there's going to be a new video out soon. I just did all the voiceover yesterday, and I made the music today. Well, I took some piano samples and I made them sound really creepy. um, and yeah, so that part's done. I've got basically 2/3 of it left to do now. Um, hopefully out this weekend. Hopefully, but yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, of course, I love creating videos, and the fact that that many people want to see my videos now, like that's so much motivation, So don't worry, I'm going to keep it up. Congratulations from Shifty, thank you. Would you ever look into ignorant arts? Um, I've never heard that term before. Ignorant art, is that like a type of outsider art? I've never heard that term before. Bear in mind, I'm just like an art fan who makes videos on art that I like. I'm not like trained or anything, so I don't know certain terms. I don't want anyone thinking like I'm some kind of like complete perfect expert in what I talk about. I just I like researching and getting to learn things. That's kind of the main gist. It's not because I'm university educated in art history or anything. Um, congrats on some of the best content on YouTube. Wow, I can't read nowadays. Some of the best content on YouTube. Very thought provoking. Oh, well, thank you. Subscriber from Brazil here. Death Dealer. Oh, hello, hello. I really want to go to Brazil one day. I really want to see like that part of the world at some point. Like ignorant style tattoos. Oh, okay. Um, oh, so like that kind of childlike art. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 definitely. I know what you mean. I don't know any specific artist, but I know the style you mean. Definitely. Yeah. I like art that's sort of playful and deliberately kind of naive because sometimes that can get a certain message across like far more power in a much more powerful and visceral way than something that's like so technically brilliant, all the little fine details. I like something that's kind of immediate sometimes. So I love that kind of art, definitely. Do I like math rock? Um, Fall of Troy is pretty good. That's pretty much the only math rock. Oh wait, no, I like Incubus. Incubus is pretty good. Do they count? The Francis Bacon series was one of the best ones I've seen, and I've read lots of books and articles about him. Keep them going. Oh, thank you very much. Um, like I say in the last episode of that series, read Francis Bacon Revelations, because that biography is fantastic and a huge bulk of the information that um, I use for that video series. So if you haven't read that biography yet and you want to learn like all the kind of goods and bad bits about all the good and bad bits about Francis Bacon's life, that's a really good kind of place to start. So yeah, definitely recommend that. President King, Slimby, High Blind Dweller. Hi. I make art using insects. What? I've sent you my bio on your email. Oh, I'm gonna look out for that. Using insects. What? Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Would you mean like pinning insects, that kind of thing? I would love to see that. Yeah, I'm gonna look through my emails later. Um, just so you know, I'm in the process of moving house, so this bedroom might be the last you see of it. For now, anyway, because yeah, I'm gonna be moving to a new place. So over the next few days, I'm just pretty much going to be focusing on writing after I've released this one video I spoke about earlier. And so sorry if in advance if the videos seem a little bit scattered over the next week or so because trying to get stuff done. So, but I want to get back into doing another independent artist video at some point. So, um, I would love to include that if that's like insect art. Like, wow, that sounds really cool. Yeah, cheers for letting me know, by the way. And sorry if I don't respond to all of your emails. It's like my inbox is becoming a mess. I need to sort it out. It's become like amazing how many people are reaching out to me. It's awesome. Like it's so cool. But I just feel really bad that I don't you know, get back to everyone. But please keep sending your stuff across because you know I love doing the independent artist videos. That's like one of my favorite features. Just tuned in. Congrats on 100K. Oh, thank you. K Sassy says, love your content. Where do you find inspiration and what's next? Well, I'm not going to tell you what's next just yet. You'll find out soon, though, I promise. Um, how I find inspiration, that is a good question. It depends. I think it really, sometimes I'll just be like traveling somewhere, listening to a song, and it's like a very brief kind of sentence in a song that will remind me of a certain situation or a certain memory or it will get me curious sort of thing. So yeah, it could be something like that, or it could just be me looking through Instagram or other YouTube videos, um, what inspired me to do the kind of style that I do now was really these kind of deep diving YouTubers like the kind of rabbit hole channels. I really like. Shrouded Hand, for example. So that kind of thing um, is what really motivated me to kind of switch things up a bit, you know, and thankfully it paid off. Congrats. I wish you a lot of luck with your channel. Oh, thank you. Could I submit abstract photography edits? Yes, you can. Like, you know, there's no restrictions, by the way. If you're an artist and you're watching and you want to send me your stuff, there is no restrictions whatsoever on what kind of theme you do. But obviously, because it's on YouTube, it needs to be safe for work. So bear that in mind. So I might need to, you know, exclude a few examples that you send me. But whatever style you do, if it's classical or if it's abstract, absolutely send it across. Yeah. So um, I wonder, you know what? I haven't done enough videos on like sculptures and like sculpting. That would be really good. I've done loads on painting now, but I need to branch out a bit. So if any of you are sculptors, I'd love to see your stuff. I got myself some molding clay the other day, and I forget how fiddly it is. Like it's a very difficult thing to do. You think it would be really natural, but to get a really good texture or a really good shape, um, just using your fingers is just so difficult. And then I realized you need like certain cutting tools for clay, and I was like, oh, halfway through this, and I could have just made it a lot better by just getting this simple tool. But yeah, sculpting would be cool. I want to get on that. 3D sculptures. Sorry, yes. 3D sculptures is a possibility. Again, so long as it's safe for work, because I've seen some horrific 3D sculptures on the internet over the years. Do you ever remember? Oh God, did you guys remember the Shrek is Love video? Those kind of 3D sculptures. um, my God, why is my generation like? Why do we have to look back on like our teenage years and think of those kind of videos like that? Oh God, it was so funny though. It is so funny. Yeah, it's all ogre now. He knows. Mark Denson knows. A question from a photographer to an art connoisseur. Oh, well, thank you. Do you believe the quality of the image is more important or the style and messages conveyed? Oh, good question. Good question. Yeah, I think I think if the quality is complementing the message, then that obviously rules out the idea that quality is more important. But I think the message is definitely the most important. Like I said, if the quality helps the message, like if it really does show like a specific detail that needs to be, you know, achieved through having really good skill, then that's a whole other thing. But obviously, if it's just the most simple kind of scribble of a painting or something, but it is so honest and it's so visceral and immediate about what it's trying to talk about, then that's far more important. You know, this is why I think some art people out there, like real art critics, need to kind of calm down a bit and realize that one of the most exciting things about art is the fact that it is diverse and it does exist in many different forms, and it can't be categorized. You know, we try to categorize it. You know, I think that's something we like to do as human beings is put things in boxes. But really, what's so cool about art is the fact that you can't really say that's poor technique, because if it's successful and if it gets the message across, then what really makes it bad technique at that point? You know, God, that was a long answer, but yes, I just realized I was waffling there. But yeah, that is basically what I think. I think the message is more important. But yeah, I love your YouTube poop era. How did you know about that? How did you know I make YouTube poops? Oh dear. Yeah, I use. Oh, you know, I was actually thinking of making some again, but it's such a pain in the ass. Like, it's so much editing and it's fun, don't get me wrong, but, like, your video is just immediately shut down as soon as you've made a YouTube poop, like, by studios claiming copyright and things like that, so it I'm kind of tempted just because it's so fun, like, and obviously hilarious, but it's an acquired taste of humor, I'll admit that, but it's, something I might do. But I can't believe you knew that. Like, how the hell? Like, that's weird. You, you guys are so smart. I love your content. I always watch it online. Oh, this is Layla, by the way, who's saying this. Oh, you do some sculpting. Oh, well, oddly enough, I'm looking for some sculpting examples. Send me an email, blinddweller@gmail.com. And I'm on Instagram now, by the way. Literally just at blinddweller, in case you didn't know. So yeah, I caved in the end and decided to get it. I don't like social media that much at all, but it's what you got to do, innit? Did you ever do a video on an artist like Simon Stallenhag? 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 Hold that thought. This is someone I'm not aware of. I'm definitely not Googling it. Ooh, ooh, is this digital art? There's some really cool kind of like I've seen this on like Reddit before, I think. Yeah, there's some like really cool kind of post-apocalyptic stuff. Like, this is not interesting for you guys to watch, obviously. Me just looking at images, but yeah, that looks kind of cool. That looks really cool. Yeah, I might give that a go. You know what? We're gonna do some drawing. What is it, like 17 minutes in, and I've just been waffling. You have so many guitars. I do. Yeah, unfortunately, some of them I need to get rid of. Do all of them have interesting stories? Okay. I'm gonna grab one real quick. Be right back. I bet that looks elegant. But yeah, this one has a very nice story actually. This bass guitar belonged to my godfather, um, who sadly passed away not too long ago. But he was an amazing bass player. He was like really into like kind of slap bass and stuff, and he gave it to me. Well, no, sorry, he gave me another one which is in the wardrobe behind me. Um, and that was like the most beautiful kind of custom made bass I'd ever seen. And I could not believe he was giving it to me, but it was just because I was like playing in bands and stuff, and he just wanted to see it be put to good use, I guess. And then after he passed, his son, who's another one of my best friends, gave it to me after he passed, and it's really cool. I like the modifications that he's done here. It looks almost like a punk bass, like it's been through the wars a bit. But it's really cool. I like the red finish on it. Other than that, like most of those guitars don't have much interesting stories. There's this kind of bought along the years, like from college up until I went to uni. Yeah, some of them featured in that Kurt Cobain video that I did that I did not too while, not too long ago. Draw a toad. I don't know if I can draw a toad. I don't know if I have the right colours for a toad. I have loads of skin tones though, so I'm probably just going to do a self portrait. I'll do a toad next time though. Two secs. Right. I'm gonna switch the camera down here now. 2 seconds. Sorry if it's upside down. I need to get a better camera at some point. A human toad, a human coloured toad. Hmm. You get me tempted now. You know what? I might actually try that. I'm going to start with a face and then see if I can morph it into a toad as we go along. See if that makes any difference. Okay, so this is like a nice kind of mid-tone color, which I'm just going to start off with the nose. The nose is always where I start self-portraits for some reason, because I guess it's in the center of the face, and it helps me kind of work out the rest of where the face is going to end up. Like I can work out where the eyes are going to go from here and things like that. But this is just going to be literally a first layer. And the Lord of the Toads who rules alone at the cusps of dreams. Whoa, man. You guys say that I should be a poet. You guys should be poets. Some of the things you guys say. Wow. And yeah, I just use my finger to really create the sort of shading and texture. That's the thing I love the most about soft pastels. They're so easy to manipulate, you know? Oh god, that doesn't look very clear on the camera, but it will look better in a minute, I promise. If you're just tuning in, thank you again so much for 100,000 subscribers. Just thank you. Oh, and thank you for tuning in. I'm hoping what I'm drawing right now is going to be worth it. Have you ever read a comic slash manga that's interesting enough to make you want to make a video about? Oh, maybe. Have you ever seen Bloodsea? That's like a really disturbing anime. I might do that. But really, I'm just kind of, I guess I have a certain sort of style I go for at the moment. But I guess I could branch out into anime at some point. This is going to look really weird to you guys at the moment, but I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Giving myself a very large nose. But I guess that's why I want to do the toad thing. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I think I can do this, you guys. I think I can actually make myself look like a toad. I just saw it in my head, and I know it's going to work. This is probably going to look terrible, but I'm looking forward to it either way. Um, I keep losing a certain color. Where's it? Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, so up here, I'm gonna put my eyes. In these two corners here. And my mouth's gonna be way down here. And this is basically gonna be the top of my head. Because I kind of think that's gonna look like a frog. Maybe. We'll see. This is gonna be the mouth. Oh, this is gonna look so dumb. How hot is it where you guys are at the moment, by the way? Because I am trying my hardest not to just drip onto this paper. It's so bad. It is just ungodly hot right now. It literally feels like the sun's trying to kill us. What are you guys talking about? I read homunculus back in the day. Very surreal. Homunculus. I love how you guys just take on the chat, which takes on a life of its own when I'm drawing. I love what you guys just end up talking about. It's hot where I live, but it's also so damn humid. It's really humid where I am as well. Like ridiculously humid. I don't know if you guys can start to see the contours of this very ugly face yet. Why toads? I need to know. Is there a reason? Have you just got toads on the mind right now? When's your Bekzinski video coming out? I'm going off the idea of Bekzinski more and more, like, and I hate to say this because I really want to do a video on him, but really, he's been covered to death now, and I'm becoming a lot more conscious about the kind of videos that the kind of content that I'm covering at the moment. I don't want to just be another clone channel, if that makes sense. I kind of want to do my own thing. I do like I am a fan of his work, and there is so much we could talk about with him. So maybe if I ever do get round to doing Bekzinski, it might have to be another like long video essay. It can't be like just another like 20-minute long video. So maybe I'll get round to it once I've moved house and everything, and I've got a better idea of what I'm doing. Because you're right, Bekzinski is cool. Oh, this is turning out so weird. Let me get back in with this flesh tint. Where did my sharpener go? Just about to hit the half an hour mark, and I've done the weirdest looking face. Nothing but quality content on this channel. No, but seriously, thank you for tuning in. And thank you for all the congratulations. So I'm trying to get a shadow sort of effect on this side. But what is going on with the pastel this time? Keeps it, it gets a little bit too powdery at times, which is weird. Normally it doesn't do that on this paper. Okay, let's attempt the mouth now. There's going to be certain areas of this I'm going to come back to in a minute. My favorite from the channel so far is on Yuko Tatsushima. Yeah, that was a really fun video. It'd be good if I could ever get in touch with her because I really like to know more about her stuff because I feel it's very much still left up to kind of shrouded in mystery. Lucas McGuire, hello. Oh my god, there's 40 people watching. So many people. Well, welcome. I'm drawing myself as a frog, or trying to. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering what the hell is this on my pitch on this page, it doesn't look good at all right now. I know, but it will get there. This is going to be a very blurry looking top lip for now until I just go back in there with more details. Let me turn it up this way for now to show you how this is what it looks like so far. Look at the size of the nose. Okay. Very bog standard lips there. So if I go quiet every once in a while, there's certain times where I'm just like, I really need to concentrate. But keep asking me questions, like, keep. Have you heard of rust and hummus? I like hummus. If you're talking about the food, tasty. I might have hummus later with some pita bread. Mm-mm-mm. All right, this is starting to look pretty interesting. I'm just going to put very simple pupils for the eyes for now. And it's turning out like this now. Whoa. And I'm going to do some back legs here in a minute. Whoever gave out, who was it who said do a frog or a toad? Dude, you're a genius. I should have thought of this idea ages ago. I'm actually really liking how this turned out. I was not expecting this to work at all, but it's kind of getting there. Uh, Now, I'm not very good at drawing from memory a lot of the time, so I might need a helping hand with another Google search just for the frog legs. No, I don't mean the food. Gross. Get off my screen. I forgot that that's a delicacy. Ew. I just need a picture of a frog with his legs. This is better. Sorry if you genuinely like to eat frogs' legs, by the way. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just not for me. If you turn out like, oh yeah, what do you mean? Frog legs are the best. You don't know what you're talking about. There's okay, Google, you're showing me a lot of pictures of frogs just having it off with each other. Why? Why can't you just show me a nice picture of a frog? Oh my god, I found that meme. You know that I don't know if it's just a video or a GIF, and it's like this frog sat down, chilling on like a on a on a porch. I kind of want to use those. I kind of want to use that posture for this picture. Yeah. Okay, I found a picture to use. Can I buy your froggy drawing? Sure. Send me an email, and we can have a chat about that. Right, I'm gonna do some arms now. Each arm, like each little thing I add to this drawing, just makes me laugh because I don't know whether I find it really funny or just really disturbing. Basically, I'm gonna try and do the webbed hands now. Here I was thinking I was gonna do a nice self-portrait of myself with very normal features, and instead I'm drawing myself as a toad. Love it. Slash frog. I'm a frode. or a tog. Sorry if every once in a while I blow into the mic. I don't mean to do that. It's just me trying to blow off the pastel dust. Okay, now for the main feature, what we're all here for. I think I'm starting to look more like Humpty Dumpty. But again, that's fine. You know, it's about what you create in the moment, you know? You never know what you're going to end up with. Because let's face it, plans are such fragile things. And when you go in drawing something which doesn't quite end up the way you expect, don't immediately dismiss it, because you might be onto something that's just very unique. Not that I'm saying that this is particularly unique, but just in case you get discouraged, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just keep going, see what you can end up with. Um, because like if you're trying to do something that is 100% like, sorry, I'm just looking at this now. Um, if you create something that is 100% like what you're trying to illustrate, then you might as well just take a picture. The best thing about art is that you can create something different. I'm going to turn this round and show you guys in a minute. I just want to add a few more things because it's going to look amazing once I add the feet. And I've only used like what? One, two, three, four, five colors. Okay, so it's normally when I do things like this, I end up using like eight different colors, but five is good. That's less than I normally do. So I guess I'm getting more confident in that department. All right, feet time. Do you guys see it now? Go double check the chat real quick. My arm is awesome. Oh, thank you. It's very long work in progress sleeve, but it's finally finished. She did a very good job, my tattoo artist. She's unbelievable. Like she has a really cool style. She's very into like kind of tribal and neo tribal kind of stuff and dot work and black work. It's really cool. I really want to get like more tattoos from her at some point. I want to I want to add more to my neck tattoo basically at some point, but for now, just focusing on this. Can't afford it basically. Okay, 2 seconds. Actually, I'll just turn it around now. Like, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of froggy, right? I think. I mean, I've seen. I've seen kind of terrifying things in my time, but this is probably one of the weirdest things I've ever drawn. uh, Dean, if you're honest about buying this off me, just send an email to blinddweller@gmail.com. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. But and thank you for the suggestion. That was actually genius because that's actually created something I really like the look of actually. See, wasn't it Einstein who said a daft idea? Or probably he probably didn't use that exact words, but he said like a ludicrous idea can sometimes be a genius one. This is like one of those. This is like one of those situations. Let's do a bit of highlights now. Again, you probably noticed it a lot now, but I really rely on just kind of smudging everything together to get that sort of definition that I like. I don't even like sometimes I'll go heavier on the chalk, but most of the time I just like to keep it very light. There we go. Frogman. I might do a bit more details to that at some other point, but yeah, that that was fun. That was interesting. Give Spy Kids thumb people vibes. Oh my god, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, that movie scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. It was such a weird film. Like for the time, it was probably like, oh yeah, it's just like a bog standard like family entertainment film. But if it was released nowadays, I reckon people would freak out. It's like, what the hell is this? This is a kids movie. Does an email address have two D's as in blind? Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, so it's like the two words blind and then dweller all in one at gmail.com. I can't believe you actually want to buy this. He wants to buy this. Well, bear in mind, mate, I might add more to it. So when you buy it, if you're actually serious about that, then yeah, who knows what it might have later on. I'll what I'll do is I'll post this on my Instagram and my Twitter, and maybe on here as well, and and then send it over to you when it's ready. Because I think I can add me like I think I can add the creature like sitting on like a toadstool or something, or like a water lily. for possibilities. No more drawing for now. Because I am like, it's so hot today that I'm seriously just going to end up like onto the paper, which would not look good on stream. New channel avatar, maybe. Is, you know, we were speaking of Spy Kids earlier. Is it the same director who did Sin City? Because if so, I can definitely see that. There's a quote from Spy Kids film where someone said, "Do you think God stays in heaven because he lives too, because he too lives in fear of what he has created?" You see, this is what I mean. It has no chill. That film. It has no chill, and there's such terrifying imagery in it as well. Like, you haven't watched Shorts yet, have you? That was directed by the same guy who did Spy Kids. No, I don't think I've ever heard of Shorts. What's up, Dweller? Shouts out from Puerto Rico. Oh, nice. Well, hello to Puerto Rico. Thank you for tuning in. Spy Kids went hard. Yes, it did. Jetstream Sam says, "Sup? Just waiting to say that you're." Oh, yeah. Just waiting to say that your channel rocks and your content is clearly well researched. Oh, thank you. We thanks you for your efforts. No problem. My pleasure. It's a lot of fun. It's honestly pretty much the best job in the world for me right now. It makes me really happy, and I mean, I get to look at art for for a job and make videos on it. It's pretty much what I've always wanted to do. So, can you play guitar for us? Not in this stream. I might do a sing along stream at some point. I might do a little gig for you guys, but no, not today. I'm out of practice. Spy Kids was balling, but at what cost? Exactly, Lee Chamberlain. My, I could have grown up as such a sane human being if it weren't for that film series. Well, Lucas McGuire, I know you didn't want a shout out, but I'm giving you one. Shout out to Lucas McGuire from Ireland. What is your next video? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you yet. It's going to be out over the next few days, but I want to keep it a secret until I do the announcement. I might do the announcement tomorrow. Actually, I'll let you know what the video is tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. At some point this week, you'll find out. Trust me. Is it going to be good? I like to think so. Yeah. It's not going to be a long essay video this time. It's going to be a bit more old school, but that's only because I'm moving house at the moment, so I don't have too much time to, you know, kind of move my stuff and at the same time have to unpack it and then repack it, and just so that I can get work done and move at the same time. So, but as soon as all my stuff is set up, like in the next few days, I'm going to be doing a lot of writing. I'm going to do another essay of some kind, but I'm not sure what yet. I'm still tempted to do another part two of if any of you've seen the Paintings of Hell video that I did. Um, a lot of you were making some really good points that there are so many other depictions of hell in other religions other than Christianity, and the fact that I missed that in the original video is, that was a really good point. So I might revisit that series and do a part two and just show other depictions, because it's, let's face it, it's It's a very interesting concept in art, the idea of heaven and hell, I feel. Because the only time we've ever seen imagery or, whenever we've had visions of what it might look like, it's because of artists, over the years. So I'm not, you know, I'm not like particularly avid on it, but at the same time, I just find it interesting. Those hell paintings would have traumatized me if I saw them years before. Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, these paintings were released in like medieval Europe when things were ruled by fear. Like that was basically the way of things in medieval Europe is scare people and they will obey. And I guess the same thing happened in the church in a few countries where they would say, like, look, this is what will happen to you if you don't obey God, and shows all these like horrible depictions of Satan and like demons prodding people with like pokers, and it's just yeah, horrible, horrible like imagery. But that was so that was considered so normal back then. It's bizarre. Buddhist hell is a thing. Yeah, this is what. Yeah, again, this is what I mean. Like, Buddhist hell. I've seen some depictions of that, and that looks like really interesting. That's something I could cover as well. Not a lot of people know about it. Yeah. What's my favorite music genre? Um, if I had to pick a favorite, even though I definitely don't have a favorite, but if I had to pick one, probably pop punk, because I can listen to that like band after band all day, because it just makes me feel so good. That music just makes me want to grab my skateboard again and go down to a coastal town somewhere and just yeah, it's I guess nostalgic for me because when I was growing up, I was just obsessed with pop punk. Like I was in pop punk bands. I loved Blink-182. Like Tom DeLonge was my god, basically. And I Mark Hoppus as well, the bassist of Blink, was the first bassist who made me realize that you can actually strum it like a guitar if you wanted to. I'd never seen a bassist do that before. I thought it was always like, you play with your fingers like that. But he was the first bassist I saw who was really slamming on the bass. And I was like, my God, you can do that. And that was really cool for me, just discovering that. Any metal? I love metal, yeah. My There's this band which is not for everyone, but I love them. It's called Cattle Decapitation. That's a real name, by the way. Look them up. Cattle Decapitation. They play some. I don't know if they're still together, but they play some insane metal. Like some of the heaviest breakdowns I've ever heard. Is awesome. Do I like any electronic? Yeah, I used to do drum and bass mixes on this channel way back in the day. And I still like to experiment with synthesizers and things. That's how I do a lot of my music on this channel, actually. Um, I use a lot of the kind of uh, what they're called soft synths. So they're basically synthesizers that exist on your computer, and you can kind of go in and modulate and change wires around, that kind of thing. I love doing that. I love to experiment in basically anything: music, art, writing, video editing, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so electronic music is just so fun to experiment in. So Death Atlas, I swear I've heard of before. Evergreen says Death Atlas is awesome. Shout out to Death Atlas. Machine Girl. Haven't heard of them or her or him. I don't know. No Effects. Oh, who said No Effects? Dustin Morris. I used to love No Effects. I still love them. I think Pump Up the Volume is my favorite album. That's not a very It's not a very safe name for an album, is it, nowadays? But it's such a good album. It's so catchy. One of the things I love most about pop punk is the harmonies. Like, if they taught me how to, like, listening to bands like Good Charlotte and things who just harmonize everything, or at least they used to. Um, it taught me how to harmonize and how to sing, like doing harmonies and things. Do I like? I'm assuming Nin means 9 Inch Nails. Do I like 9 Inch Nails? I know of them, but I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I do like them. If you played any of their music, I'd probably go like, "Oh yeah, I know it," but I'm not that familiar with them, in all honesty. But they seem like a cool band. Violet Victoria says, "Hi, I'm a huge fan of all the content you bring us. Thank you." Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And it's so nice I could just chat to you guys. Like, this is something I was looking forward to all week. Is just getting to do this streaming thing again. Like, I used to be really bad. I didn't know what I was doing, but I feel a lot more confident now. I just need to get maybe another camera so I can do more drawing, um, with like a better view of like what it is I'm drawing rather than it just being upside down. Oh, let me show you something else I drew yesterday. This was with soft pastel as well. I have no idea what this is, but that was a lot of fun. Have you heard of Hot Chip? Yeah, I've heard of Hot Chip. I'd love to be featured in one of your audience art videos. Well, you said you emailed me. Did you? I sent you a mail after the last video. Oh, brilliant! I'll look out for that. No problem. Yeah, and again, sorry if I don't get back to everyone. I was just trying to double check that you definitely emailed me, but you said you did, so that's fine. But yeah, sorry if I don't get back to everyone. It's been very popular since I started that last year, but I love doing it. Like, it's one of my favorite features. So I saw your video about Kurt Cobain. Are you a fan of his music? What is your favorite song of him? Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Kurt Cobain. Nirvana in general, like one of my favorite bands growing up. um, I love the Foo Fighters as well. um, but yeah, he's one of my inspirations, Kurt Cobain. Um, I love the fact that he was just a creator in general. Like, he wasn't just a musician. He just wanted to create, like, whenever and however he could. And I just love people like that, you know, especially within music, because I think music is something that tries to kind of, at times, almost try to make the art form smutty, rather than trying to make it like actually creative and inspiring. I don't know if that just sounds snobby for me to say, but I feel it's more about how you look and how cool you are rather than like how expressive you are and um how, how delicate you are as a person, I guess, because you have to be delicate as a person to write a song that can really mean something and, you know, reach people on a relatable kind of level, which is what Kurt Cobain did, because he not only, wrote fantastic music, but, he would provide it with imagery as well, with his paintings and his album art designs and things, and even sculpting and sketching and photography. Like, how can you not be inspired by that? Like, someone just wanting to pick up a camera or a pencil or something and just because they feel that urge to make something and leave an impact, leave a bit of themselves. Oh, and to answer your second question, I think my favorite song of his is probably Hairspray Queen off of Incesticide. It's One of his most interesting vocal performances I've ever heard. But on a serious note, I really like Something in the Way as well. I think that's one of the most haunting songs I've ever heard. School by Nirvana is a really good song. That is God, that just makes me want to smash stuff up. That song. In fact, yeah, Bleach is definitely 10 out of 10. I agree. Bleach is a very heavy, like in terms of like Nirvana, it's probably one of the most heaviest albums. So much anger in that, you know. That's when Kurt was like at his youngest and most kind of angsty. So yeah, the kind of energy that goes into that album is pretty insane. Right, guys, I'm going to head off now. Uh, I gotta have me some pita bread and hummus. But thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Oh, I just found another old drawing I did. It's a sad looking clown. Anyway, yeah, but thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And thank you again so much for 100,000 subscribers. I still can't believe it. Still can't believe it. But thank you. Thank you. And yeah, if you've got any art that you want to send in, keep doing it. I am still looking at these emails, don't worry. And look me up on Instagram. In case you didn't know, I'm on Instagram now. So you can reach me on there if you like. And yeah, great to speak to you all again. Like, I love doing these streams. So I'll probably see you for the next one. And I might play some music for you next time. And yeah, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Keep creating. And have a good one. I'll catch you later. Oh, and stay tuned for announcements on when the new video is coming out. It should be this week. Should be. But either way, I'll let you know. All right. Bye.